study of matter, energy, and movement. It helps us understand why things fall, electricity works, how light travels, and how machines move. Physics is important because it is everywhere in our daily life, like in our phones, cars, appliances, and even in nature, like rainbows and gravity. By learning physics, understand the world better and we develop logical thinking. Physics also serves as the foundation for many fields of science and engineering. It helps us create new technologies, improve machines, design safer buildings, and understand natural phenomena, whether we are studying motion, heat, electricity, or waves.
Hi everyone, my name is Engine Cadet Armakin Salinas. I'm gonna explain what is heat. So first of all, what is heat? Heat is the energy that moves from a hotter object to a colder object. For example, when you touch a hot cup of water, the heat moves from the cup to your hand. That's why it feels so hot. What is temperature? Temperature is the measure of how hot or cold something is. We can use a thermometer to measure a temperature. And the difference of heat in the temperature, the heat is energy we transport, while temperature is how hot and cold something is. Even if the two objects have the same temperature, they may contain different amounts of heat.
Good day everyone, I am Vizmanos. Today I'll talk about force and motion. A force is a push or a pull object. Example, when we push this drawer or pull this drawer, we are using force. Motion is the movement of an object from the one place to another. Force can make an object start moving, stop, speed up, slow down, or change direction. For example, when you throw this ball, the force of your hand makes the ball move with friction, slowing it down. That is a force of force. In a simple words, forces can cause motion, and a motion is the result of force. Understanding this helps us in sports, driving, and everyday action. And last, we will talk about measurements and conversion of units. Measurement is the process of determining the size, amount, or degree of the something using tools like weight, scale, or thermometer. Units are the standard of quantities used for measurements such as meter for length, grams for mass, or seconds for time. Measurement is important because it helps us describe objects accurately and communicate clearly. Now, I will explain conversion of units. Conversion of units means changing a measurement from one unit to another while keeping the same value. We do this so we can compare measurement easily and follow standard units. In the metric system, conversion are simple because they are based on powers of 10. We usually just move the decimal point. For example, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters, 1 kilogram equals 1000 grams, 1 liter equals 1000 millimeters.